Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments here on the Fantom chart. And before I kickstart this video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening here on the Fantom chart, where you can see that Fantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we have been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.15 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is an impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that perfectly lies at around the $5.745 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Fantom to do in the next bull market. And once we see a reversal in the formation of this wave 3, and getting to the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, I can first give you a short-term scenario that I'm expecting due to a chart pattern that we have information here on the daily chart, which is a falling wedge. And this is a chart pattern that is supposed to give us a breakout to the upper side, and that seems to be happening right now, because you can see we have managed to break above the 20-day MA here on the daily chart, which means we now have the support for us to continue pushing even higher. We have also managed to break above the upper trend line of that falling wedge, and whatever I'm expecting next after seeing the breakout to the upper side is a retest of that upper trend line of that falling wedge. And once the retest is in, then we can continue pushing even higher, and once that move plays out, then that will be the start of that impulsive movement that I'm expecting in the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upside. And jumping to the 1 hour chart for further analysis, here on the 1 hour chart, you can see that after making our low at around the $0.15 mark, we started a very nice bounce to the upside, obeying the Elliott wave structures, where we can term this as a first wave to the upside. Then we saw this ABC corrective structure completing the formation of this second wave, and after seeing the formation of a second wave, whatever we expect next is an impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 3. And within the formation of that wave 3, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that wave 3, and I believe we are seeing such a scenario here on the Fantom chart, where you can see I have this Elliott wave structure in yellow, having this as the first wave to the upside. And initially I had the wave 1 high at around the $0.22 mark, but you can see we have managed to have another impulsive movement once more, making a new high at around the $0.23 mark. And because of that, I have to change scenarios over here, having the new high as the high for that first wave of that fractal wave within the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upside. And assuming that the high is now in at around the $0.23 mark, we can now sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2, which is a fractal wave within that higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upside. And to do that, I need to connect the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts, which lies between the $0.21 mark and the $0.253 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect that second wave to do before we see another impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 in yellow, then expect a wave 4 and then a wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of this wave 3 of this Elliott wave structure that I have right here in red, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 of that higher Elliott wave count 3. I can connect the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, then drag the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.3491 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect Fantom to do in the formation of that wave 3. So those are my short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Fantom chart. And also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 68 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the lower side in the formation of that second wave to the lower side. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices are coming our way, but we are seeing a decrease in the buying momentum, meaning soon we might be able to print that bearish cross. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.